The Earth is under pressure, but many people today only have an idea of eco-protection but makes no change to their life because they do not feel the actual crisis. However, if you do not set importance starting now, we'll be facing climate change, soil erosion, and undrinkable water in no time. This is the reason I made my simulator. This simulation game is developed mainly to raise the alertness for environmental protection of individuals, also leading to changes in lifestyle to benefit nature. People living in the wealthy areas of the world has never been to the developing areas, where human has to invade the territory of wild beasts, driving them to further lands, or maybe blind alleys. However, this damaged the ecological balance significantly because the extinction rate of endangered animal species is higher than ever. This topic has been widely discussed ever since humans entered the era of technology. People are struggling to find the balance of sustainable development in life to live in peace with other species and maintain an appropriate biodiversity. This game has a significant benefit when compared with other products or slogans in society nowadays. This game can provide a first-person perspective and immersive experience for individuals that has little chance to actually feel the negative effects we have done to the nature kingdom. The commercials, slogans, and products in the market currently cannot let the people directly soak themselves in the situation of wildlife. Consequently, while playing the game, the character that the player represents will slowly fall into the situation of lacking food, water, and shelter. As a player helplessly watch HP figure decreases to 0, they will have a similar emotion with animals that actually strive to live under this state. By receiving the sense of substitution, the individuals are more likely to make actual adjustments to life. A few months ago, I read some published papers about natural science, so I decided to do a research on wildlife. At first, I wanted to understand how the human can impact the natural environment currently. Collecting some data and information from the research results, I can conclude that the human impact on wildlife is a very serious problem. But how can we improve this situation? While brainstorming, the love for games almost everyone had these days came to mind. I decided to make a simulation game to show the players in first-person view of how humans can have a fatal influence on wildlife. The main technologies I decided to use is Unity for building the game and C# to write the script for the game to run. However, I have encountered many errors in the process, so I reached out to my best friend Anita for cooperation. Anita liked my idea and took the offer, so we cooperated to develop the game. We will show the complete procedure of our game. What is presented here at first is the main menu of our game. Then the player chooses a level and comes to level 1. The deer will be generated on the middle of the map, and the player can control it to walk around. The player can also use the panel and the mouse to control the camera. The camera can rotate up, down, left to right, but it has a limitation so that the player don't get too carried away. The map itself has boundaries so players don't fall off. Maps on level 2 and 3 will be larger than the map on level 1. For level 1 is for the player to get used to the controls of the game. As the player enters the poison area, the health bar will turn red and the blood will drop rapidly. If the player don't get back into the resource area or the save zone quickly, the deer will die. As we can see, the player enters a resource area, which is a green patch on the ground. The resource area, also named the food area, will allow a rapid increase in the figure representing health. As the player looks around, we can also see that there is blue mist around the environment. The blue mist represents the poison area which the deer is standing in right now. As we can see, its blood is dropping very fast. As the player dies, 2 warning sheets pop up. Here's some extra content. The first one is settings that can control the volume of the game. The second one is help and advice, which shows the player to use what keys and how to control the game. This interface of Visual Studio shows the C# codes that we used for the game. And what's showing here is the official website that I have been working on for the game. On the website, we show the details of the game, the main introduction of the game, the goals of our game, and any more information like that. For future development of Apocalypse, we have already released it on itch.io and is planning to make a mobile version for Apple. After the game is launched on every planned page, we will publish a research paper concluding our goals and everything that has been done. When all is ready, we will enter some global computer science events like Game Gala and Technovation to advertise Apocalypse and transmit our idea of environmental protection. We will also broaden our horizons in these events and try to improve the simulator.